Very powerful words. Now I want to bring up a topic, and I want to invite anyone that feels they want to come up and talk about it to feel free to come up and join us. First thing I want to talk about, I'm going to start with Judy and then get to Eric, and then other people if you want to come up. First topic I want to talk about is how drug addiction affects your families, the impact. And Judy, I'll start from what you've seen. I'll start with you.
There's no question that addiction is a disease. It's a brain disease and it's a family disease. It is both. And it doesn't leave any member of the family unscathed. And that is not blaming the person who's suffering from the disease. Everybody participates. When I was in the treatment end of this field, my specialty, if you will, was the family piece of it. I ran groups for families, and frankly, it was even more difficult than running groups for addicts and alcoholics, because at least there you know where to start, which is beginning is stop using, and then you go from there. Families are addicted to the addict, if that makes any sense, and so their behaviors often enable them when they think they're helping, and that's a very, very difficult line to cross, because as human beings, we want to help, and we especially want to help those we love. But at what point does helping become enabling? And enabling is something that only perpetuates the disease in a family. So it's very complex, and it needs a lot of thought, and it needs a lot of professional guidance as well as peer support.
Excellent. Eric, how would you describe how the drug addiction affects families?
It's terrible what we as addicts put our families through. I know for me personally, my parents were in a constant state of fear that their son was going to die. And that's any parent's worst nightmare. And you know, my mom and my brother would stay up all night taking turns watching me breathe as I sleep, and making sure that my heart rate was up, and you know, the constant arrests, the constant inpatient facilities, the outpatient facilities, the consequences at school. There's a lot of damage I did, but I also think it's important to talk about the recovery aspect of it. You know, today I have an unexplainable relationship with me and my parents, and I never thought I was able to heal that relationship. I just got the chills. You know, I'm able to be a son to my father today. I'm able to be a son to my mother today. You know, I may not be perfect, no 21-year-old is, but I'm able to work on certain behaviors that I don't think are acceptable today as a person in recovery. And it's a daily thing, you know, but I'm able to appreciate our relationship. You know, I love my mother to death. You know, she gave me life. She gave me everything I ever wanted, or everything I ever needed. But when I was in the grips of addiction, I would push her out of the way, you know, and that's how much this obsession, that's how much this disease has a power over the person who's in the grips. And that's a sad thing to admit, but it is true, and I have to always remember that. At the same time, like I said, the recovery aspect of it, and the ability and the chance, the second chance at life that I have today, is unexplainable. You know, I'm actually able to be present at family events instead of sleeping off in the corner, or counting the minutes to leave because I had to do what I had to do. And it's a beautiful life I live today, and it was terrible what I did. Like I said, that constant state of fear is not anything any parent wants to be through. So.
Excellent, folks.